Ukrainian president is going to be brought in. Why is this an indication of what lies ahead? Because even as the talks have to continue at the Belarusian border, the bottom line is that the former president of Ukraine is now being brought in. This is an indication of what Russia said right in the start. They want a regime change. That's what they are looking at, and that's what is possible, could be happening in the next few days. As the second round of talks between Ukraine and Russia are going to start at the Belarusian border, it becomes extremely clear that Russia is working with a plan. They're bombarding cities, sirens are going off, airstrikes are being conducted in different parts of Ukraine, and at the same time we are now being told, reports coming in, that Russia has brought in Ukraine former President Yanukovych to Minsk. Putin is therefore now possibly preparing to proclaim him the new president of Ukraine. Why is this crucial? Till now we've been seeing Zelensky making the right noises, but he's been saying there is going to be no regime change. On the other hand, Russia now says we're going to bring in the former president. This is possibly something they want because they want a puppet government in place in Ukraine to be able to do and fulfill the demands they have. As I'm going to try and see whether Abhishek is with us, these pictures speak their own language, and the language is that they want their puppet government to be in place. They're going to ensure the former Ukrainian president, Niranjan Yanukovych, is now possibly someone whom they've brought in, and they would try and see that he becomes the new president of Ukraine. Now, even as there is an indication this could happen, let's also remind our viewers, just a short while ago, we broke the news of TV tower in Lynchang, East Ukraine, that has also been targeted by Russia. It's not the first time, but the second time that the media information is being targeted. So all these actions that Russia is taking, Niranjan, are speaking to one planned, concerted action that they want. Whether it's now them saying, Kremlin now saying they want the talks at the Belarusian border, whether it's them trying to dictate that they've surrounded the city of Kyiv, that is the capital of Ukraine, whether it's the second largest city of Kharkiv that is being targeted, whether now, most importantly, they bring in the former Ukrainian president, and this picture is extremely clear. This is the real story of the moment. From the very start, they said they want a regime change in Ukraine. It is not that they wanted anything else, but this is something they've been saying. And the big breaking news coming in, Putin has now got Yanukovych to Minsk. It is possible he might proclaim him as the new president of Ukraine by toppling the current government that is right now in Ukraine. This becomes important, it becomes crucial, because this is giving us a sense of how Putin wants to change the narrative of Ukraine by now having his puppet government in place, Niranjan.
Yes, we'll also go across to Shravan. In fact, if you go back and look at history, Putin had claimed that Russia helped Yanukovych to flee Ukraine. This was way back in 2014. Now, will Russia try and plant him as the head of the Ukrainian government? Now, there are reports, and even the Ukrainian media is saying that Yanukovych is in Minsk. Ukrainian media claims that he's already in Minsk, and the plan is to ensure that he is attributed, that he's placed as the head of Ukraine, as the new president of Ukraine. I'm trying to go across to Abhishek, also joining us live. But right now, the breaking news update, Ukrainian media claiming Russia has brought former Ukrainian president, that is Yanukovych, to Minsk, and that Putin is preparing to proclaim him the new president of Ukraine. Now, that's the breaking news update. Abhishek Kapoor is also joining us live. Abhishek, now these are completely based on media reports. Can you confirm what this could mean to us, Abhishek, if this does happen?
Abhishek, as we're going to try and go across